So here we are. Happy Saturday. It is, sun has come out here after a day of rain and cold, and I can actually hear the ice falling off the trees earlier. It's a little strange. I was trying to figure out what it was for a moment. So I hope your Saturday is coming together and you're starting to find a smoothness in your daily schedule and your new. We're continually reminded these days of all of the things that we distract ourselves in because we're uncomfortable. So hopefully through a meditation practice and a daily-ish meditation, I call it daily-ish, my teacher calls it daily-ish, because if you miss a day, it's all right. You just come back the next day. It's not how many times you get lost, but how many times you come back that matters. So practicing a little devotion in your meditation practice or whatever you're trying to learn is essential. Sometimes we just don't feel like doing it, and then something spurs us, feel a need, and then do it, and then we can't figure out why we strayed away. So it's good to remember that we're human and we have to be patient with ourselves. We've got some conditioning. No matter how old you are, you've had years and years of conditioning, and your parents and grandparents who probably led you to some of that conditioning. So we'll be patient with ourselves and with our level of conditioning and deconditioning. So we want to train ourselves some new ways of coming back, some reminders of how to get back to this present moment, because that's where we need to be. It's the only moment that's really real right now. It's the only moment that's really alive. It's the only moment we're really alive in. We're not alive in the past, and we're not alive in the future yet. So let's be here now, where we can continually make a conscious effort to be here, be now, and make sure that our actions are in the right direction for the benefit of us and all beings, therefore, after. So there's three parts to our meditation, and the first is arriving and settling and getting into this space and making the agreement with ourselves that for the next few minutes that we'll practice. And we're going to practice being here and awake and aware in this moment. Each time we find ourselves distracted, it's not a moment to be scolded, but a moment that we shift and bring our awareness back here. We call it catch and release. We catch ourselves in our moment of distraction, come back and release that presence into this moment. I like to call it unmeditating as well. So we're not trying to meditate, we are just being here and awake in this process. So breath and posture are super important. So we want to sit upright so that our lungs can fully expand as we breathe in, and breathing all the way into the base of our lungs, into the lower part of our lungs. And by doing that, we are oxygenating our blood and calming the body in a way that is beneficial. So as we breathe out, as we breathe in, it's important to make certain that the belly's moving out. So we breathe in Belly moves out, not the shoulders rising, but instead the belly moving out. And then as we release, we just release. We don't push it out. We just, so breathe in, create some pressure. We can feel that pressure. And then release is just let go. Yeah. It's okay if you make that sound. No one's listening. Yeah. My funny is that I do that when I find myself holding stress, and I will just make the sound. And if my mother hears me do it, she'll say, "What's wrong?" As if I'm sighing. So I'm like, nothing's wrong. I just released. I'm like, okay. So let's jump into this meditation, and we'll use this bell to start our sitting period, and then we'll use it again at the end. So we'll mark the beginning and the end with this bell. It'll guide us for the first few minutes, and then we'll sit in silence. And sometimes that's the hard part, is just being present for all that's arising, the sensations that you're aware of, and then the distractions and the emotional conjures that come from those reactions as well. So we catch ourselves in thoughts and emotions, and come back. So let's begin. So let's use our breath and a little bit of vibration as well, sound and vibration. So we'll breathe in through our nose if possible, into the lower belly, feeling the belly move out as we breathe in. And then as we release, the sound of ah. Focus on your in-breath, and relax and release on your out-breath. Letting everything else just fall away. Let it settle around you. No need to stir anything up. Catching each moment of distraction, and bringing our attention back to something in the present moment. The breath works. Focus there. Just let go of everything. Let everything just come and go without any interference. Remember, as we sit, there's nowhere else to go. Nothing else to do or undo. Nothing to fix, nothing to fabricate, nothing to manipulate. You simply sit and breathe and be in this natural state of awareness, perceiving and releasing again and again. Shanti. 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 Shanti means peace, and we wish for peace in ourselves and for all other beings everywhere without any exception. So it's Saturday. Tomorrow morning is our weekly Buddhist service. We'll kick that off right at 9:30, right here, same places. So Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, you pick your place and come and show up. We chant a little and meditate a little, and I'll give a little talk, and we send out some intentional prayers to ourselves and to others, and it feels like time well spent. So if you haven't been before, come and join us. I'll guide you through everything. It works with whatever your practice or beliefs are as well. So come and hang out with me. If you're already part of the Sangha, you know I love you and want you around, even if it's just virtually. I know we're supposed to be social distancing, but it feels more like physical distancing because we're still here with each other and for each other. So have a great day. Soak it all in. Be patient with yourself. Be super present in everything you do, and we will continue to persevere. Be well.